live for a session that's been in the works for quite some time. But
Everybody's
everyone might be
Weeks
dead.
in where we last left off, everyone's dead.
What a great show, guys.
I mean, basically, you guys hung on to a giant metal eel diving to the bottom of the ocean. Y'all should be dead, except for Maya.
That's because you fell off.
They were like, diving to the bottom of the ocean is kind of not bueno.
That's a
That was
no
funny.
bueno. That's a negative
Not very
Ghost Rider.
Bonita.
All right, so
Ever since you've been saying that, all I keep seeing are
Sorry, I'm
family
right.
values.
Welcome, Cade, and also hello everyone online.
welcome,
Oh,
Cade.
Kate,
yeah.
how old are you?
Yeah, just out yourself to the internet. No, they were just wondering. They were talking about it.
Don't put it in the trap. It's okay.
Look, I'm sorry I'm late. I was surfing the net and I wiped out.
Kate, are you 29?
That's okay. But you owe us. How old are you, Cade?
You don't have to dox yourself. It's fine.
It's not doxing you.
Are you at least halfway to collecting Social Security?
Are you in your 30s?
You know, considering Kate is not of this country, I am sure that might actually be a different number for them.
Yeah, France raised it to like 69 or some shit, and they burnt the city to the ground.
Oh. Columbus
What are you
Blue-
trying to say? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to imply? Are you trying to imply that as a British person, I might be in some sort of different situation to you? What?
Yes.
What in the butt? I said
What?
in the butt?
All right, so
Damn it, I can't do the overly posh thing on command. I used to be able to do that.
How
I
old
hang
are
out
you,
with
old
Americans
man?
too much.
you don't have enough biscuit and
Just
tea
channel your
around
inner
you.
Gregory House.
Just tell us how old you are.
He is XX years old.
I thought it was that much.
So
Anyway, we can all stop dogging on Cake now.
the session
Wow.
was originally going to just kind of begin with Dagon, but everyone wanted to kind of like do a little bit beforehand, so I'll allow a brief period as Neptunemon goes to get you your meeting. And Maya's on a boat.
You have the Amphimon.
I'm on a boat!
Isn't it? Motherfucker, take a look at me.
On the big blue sea. Good song. I'm on a boat and it's going fast. And now it's time for us to talk and party and plan. Go.
All
I
right.
believe a certain someone has a certain phone call to make.
All right, so your situation is that you are under the sea. I'm not gonna lead into that, but you're under the sea. You're at a castle. Neptunemon is gone. He's the owner of the castle, but you still have Amphimon around you.
Where's
And-
We can
Arielmon?
commandeer this castle. Fuck yeah.
And you don't know how much time
What
you
about
have.
Arielmon?
What about what? Oh my god.
Arielmon.
Oh my god. We're not doing that. Stop it.
Hey, Aster, can I get an aerial view?
You laid it all down. Under the
What's that
sea,
lobster Digimon?
Neptunemon. We all know Ursulamon somewhere, which is
What is
probably Dagon.
Wouldn't it just be Mermon? You got a blonde Mermon. There you go. There's your Ariel.
I mean, Ariel, like, you'd probably get a seal that wants to drown you, to be
Hey,
honest.
he's the one who called you out too, girl.
What do you mean? Mermon is literally an Ariel. It's just blonde instead.
Yeah, I know what.
And so I like
Yeah.
blonde hair. So
Red Mermon.
Red-haired merman. No.
Highland Mermon.
gallant Mermon. There you go.
Wait. Chaos Dramon is red, so what if it's a Chaos Mermon?
What was that, Lumi?
I'll probably like call two people and put them on speaker, I guess. One would be Lillian because remember I brought it up on the homework where like I asked her to research for us the book mainly, and then after that, like yeah, call the oracle.
Yeah, we need to check that. We need to check it. We need to check out that book.
You're talking talking about the big book written by Trubimon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in the homework, I texted Lillian supposedly to research about the book. So I guess I'm just gonna call for follow up about it.
All right, so question here: who's going to sit around and hang out for these calls on loudspeaker?
Isaac will be there at the very least.
Val will as well, and look for a reflection to find Lav. But he would be there.
My second role is for my under the water phobia.
Rolls. Wait, what's your first roll for?
It was just like it entered before I could finish.
Oh, gotcha. Well, your second roll is much better, but yeah, no, you nailed it. You nailed it. Doing good. You are A-okay. You are.
Atlas is gonna go to the under the water library.
All right, and I'll be honest with you, Atlas. Time crunch. So if you spend time looking for a specific book, you might not be able to read any books. So methodology for what you're looking for and how you're finding it.
Well, in general, he's probably most likely going to try and look for Dagon related stuff. So he's going to start looking.
Are we aware this is the Dark Ocean yet?
And
I don't know if it's specifically
Atlas
come up.
is an avid reader, so he should be able to read pretty quickly.
Okay.
And just glance through. Yeah, so he's just gonna.
You are still you're still gonna have to give me a perception roll. I know you've gotten better at this at least. You're not completely blind anymore.
Do I get my major aspect of bookworm?
I'll allow this.
Yeah.
Don't allow it like we wouldn't just revolution.
And Kate, are you sticking around for the phone call, or are you going to do something else during this time?
I think if I knew Atlas was going to a library to research, I would try to join them.
I know for a fact Atlas wouldn't tell you anything.
This is also true. This is also true.
I mean, I probably would have told someone.
You at least ask Amphimon where the library is or something.
Yeah.
So just disappear in the middle of the ocean after we rode a Metal Seedramon. Fuck.
All right. You can overhear Atlas asking Amphimon he's going to the library. So you're following him? Are you looking for something in particular?
The usual stuff, information about Dagon, the Necronomicon, that sort of thing.
All right. Also give me a perception roll. Wow, Atlas, how has your perception improved? Oh, Bookworm's still only a +4. That's an impressive amount of improvement on your perception.
My willpower went up.
So if you're coming from a 0 to 1, it's 1 XP, then 2 XP.
Yeah.
So just one session is enough to up it by 2.
I mean, I basically just spent my entire time increasing my intelligence, but every season I pretty much gave a point into willpower when I had the time.
That's good. So,
but I'm still blind. It still did not roll well.
All right, so we'll get.
If Atlas is willing to share what he's looking for, I'm happy to help with searching. She seems to have a good idea about what we're looking for.
Yeah, so I'll get to what you two found in a moment, but to that phone call with Lilium, Lumi,
I'll be right back.
Val, and Isaac, you guys are there. Lillian picks up. Hello?
Hey, yo, baby girl, what's up?
Oh, Isaac. Lumi, this is you. This is
Lumi's
you
got
calling, right?
questions.
Yeah, I'm calling. I'll probably be like, hey, did you get my text? Were you able to find something about the book?
Well, we haven't found a lot. However, there is interesting pieces of information because this book seems to date back before everything went sideways. And I'm starting to question whether Aster was the cause of the corruption or not.
Why? Like, what does it say then?
Well, again, we haven't found much. However, it is referring to the corruption in a more positive light, which we weren't expecting. As if it was needed. There's still not a lot more information than that. That's about all we found. But maybe
bullshit.
Maybe that'll help you out.
I guess you can elaborate more. So there's nothing about Dagon in that book, huh?
No, Dagon doesn't really appear in this book at all.
I guess I look at Val and Isaac and be like, so do you guys want to hear it?
I mean, anything is something at this point. We've been grabbing at straws for the last month.
Yeah.
I've been grabbing at straws since I got here. From very far away, because he's not in this scene.
So was there anything else you wanted to hear from Lilium?
That's probably it. If that's all that she's gonna be talking about.
Melissa.
Lilium says, also, I know he can hear me, but tell Isaac to stop asking about Melissa. She's filing a restraining order. We don't have laws completely functional in this world yet, but they will be.
Not gonna happen.
Can I text Melissa and ask if she'd be interested in a blind date?
No, only Lumi can text in. Only Lumi can text in this situation because of her powers. However, Tithian, did you decide to stick around for the phone call?
I have no idea. I am coming in and out of things because
King
of work.
Triton's castle, or are you hanging out with the cool kid?
Where did Cade go?
All right. Here's your options. Right, sticking around for this phone call, going with Atlas and Cade to the library, maybe talking to Amphimon, or exploring a different part of the castle.
Can I try to find the medicine cabinet, the medical ward of the castle?
Give me a perception roll. While you do that, and that's your conversation with Lilium, I'll allow your next conversation in a moment.
Actually, wait. I want to ask, like, how's Aster the AI is?
Oh, she mentions that he's still completely functional, operating as expected. There's nothing amiss with Aster.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna head for the other thing. I guess I'm gonna tell William. Okay,
But
hey, thanks.
Atlas, you said you're gonna search for a book on Dagon? Atlas, are you still away? I'm gonna assume you're still away. Okay. Alright, Cade, you said you're gonna look for Dagon and Demonology, right?
I'll help with whatever Atlas is looking for, yes.
Are you going to help with what Atlas is looking for, or are you going to search for Dagon and Demonology?
You know what, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll stick with what I was originally looking for, sorry.
Okay. So, what you find is that because you don't find any information on Dagon. This is Neptunemon's castle. There's definitely interesting books in here, but now there's information on Dagomon. You do find information on demonology. However, you find that demonology and demons in general within the digital world are very separate things from Dagon. And while this, of course, isn't like super helpful in the context that Dagomon has potentially fused with his counterparts, it's certainly something to know that how demons behave and that they're viruses in nature that are harmful to the world is, and not all demons are viruses and not all viruses are demons. It's still useful to know that Dagomon, at the very least, isn't one of these demons.
Interesting. I mean, knowing what we're not fighting is still helpful. From a certain point of view.
Yep. I'll get back to Atlas's search on Dagomon when he returns. And Tithian, did you ever give me that roll?
Yeah, it was a 23.
Ah, so it was. You find the medicine cabinet, however, this is a digital medicine cabinet, so you just find floppy disks.
That's fine, I take all of them.
Band-Aids.
Miracle Band-Aid.
And you do find pills, but they're about the size of your hand.
That's fantastic. I start piling them into my backpack. I don't know where I got a backpack, but I start piling them in.
Band-Aids and pills. Probably a couple porta potties, maybe even autopilot.
No. No, this is the medicine center. I'm
just saying, if you need to medevac someone in the field, an autopilot would be pretty helpful.
This isn't the battalion. This is the med center. But
can I break up the pills that are like the size of my hand into smaller pieces?
Not if you try to snort a line in the middle of Neptunemon's castle.
Yeah, sure. When you break one of the pills, it vanishes.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, I just pile a few into my bag then.
Okay. So, Lumi, about that second call.
Yeah, it's with the Oracle.
My homie. I came back to visit y'all after I helped you rebuild and you vanished. There's a fucking rat in a rocket.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I'm out having a good time. And it is worthy to note that while he's speaking, it almost sounds like you can hear wind as well.
Oh yeah, because it's flying now.
Crash villages in the sky.
Possibly. That might be a thing.
Is this a sign of him being more sentient, or he's just like flying in general?
Who can say?
I guess it doesn't hurt to ask, like, where are you right now?
Oh, Right now? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
just anywhere in the ocean. Oh, wait. I think I see a nation coming up. Well, anyway, I'm not near you guys.
Okay. Um. Okay. Anyway, besides that, like, I'm just gonna be wondering if you have heard about fragments
Wait, what did you say?
before. Fragments. Sorry.
Fragments?
There were some gods from another world, and they're inside me and Japalumi over here. What do you know about Hemeros?
Yes, exactly like that.
Emeros.
There are people
Oh,
inside me
oh!
that I did not allow.
You're talking about one of them there other digital worlds. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a ton. I've never been, but their systems are pretty different than ours.
So I
What
guess
would
you have
happen,
no.
theoretically, if I put one of them inside me?
Well, well, in theory, I'm sure a Digimon and a human coming together probably wouldn't result in anything good. However, you know how the movies go. Fusion makes you stronger.
Oh, that's the movies you're talking about. Okay. Mm-hmm. I see you
So,
on that PG-13 shit.
not always. And sometimes that PG-13 shit can turn A real quickly.
Okay. So I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna turn into a god.
Or you're gonna get
Nothing's in.
fucked by a god.
But that's gonna happen either way.
As for the fragments of these gods inside you, who can say? Maybe they came from this other world and dropped a piece of their hair and you ate it, or maybe they turned into spirits of powers and will become stands for y'all. I can't say I know a lot. However, if you're saying there's these fragments inside of you, I'm sure it can't be anything bad.
So I guess you haven't heard of, you know, doing anything with the fragments or anything.
Well, to put it simply, gods aren't something you come across every day. So, as far as fragments go, the most I could say is that digital cores can be fragmented. Data can be fragmented. So, perhaps their data is for some reason inside of you.
Is there a way to like figure out like how we can like, you know, find the rest of the fragments in some way? Is there some sort of reaction that we should be looking forward to?
Hmm. Well, I mean, as far as I know, you're at the stage of the movie where if there is any information like that, I'm sure it's going to come to y'all very quickly. And if it doesn't, well, I can dig into it for you.
I didn't know Etamon also had the inner tailspin aspect. This is awesome.
I guess it would be nice, you know, for you to like look it up for us and maybe you can get back to us about it in some way.
And you hear him shout, "Oh shit! I didn't know this building was over here in the Land of Miracles. That's so cool."
What's that building?
Wait. Sorry, I gotta go. I gotta check this out.
Mm,
And then he hangs
I
up the
guess that's
phone.
I knew it. Wow, cliffhanger. I guess I look at Isaac and Vaughn like, so who guys do you think like we need to call? Like anybody else do you have in mind?
I imagine we're probably
I haven't
running out of
seen you.
time.
Well, we don't have a lot of time. I was gonna say I haven't seen Nav in a while. Maybe we could try calling him.
um
But I'll just look for him over there. It's fine.
Atlas, are you back yet?
Yes.
All right, so
I've been back.
I don't know. I called for you a few times, but
Yeah, I was on the phone.
Once.
That was just that.
fair enough. But as for the book you find, there's nothing on Dagomon. Dagon, but you do find a book on Dagomon. And the information regarding Dagomon is that he is not a Digimon that exists within Himros, and he's not a Digimon that exists within the digital world that you're in right now. He is not a product of the world of Yggdrasil, but he is known as the Sovereign of the Dark Ocean, which is a world all to its own.
I'll take notes and pass it to Kay because we all went together.
Holy shit! Atlas is sharing information.
Hey, I had a character grow up.
Growth.
I had a huge character growth last session, which was pushed really too fast.
Well, I mean, it was supposed to... Never mind. Speaking of...
This is really solid. This is really solid information, by the way, Atlas. I'm also sharing information because I honestly didn't find much. I found demons, demonology, found out they're not connected to Dagon.
Speaking of things happening quickly, though, as you all take your time to do certain things around the castle, it seems that your invitation was accepted. Because
we're going to a ball.
Because
we're going to Disneyland.
You feel your stomach drop out from under you for a moment as you just feel yourself rip through the air and into the water, being ripped through the ocean, up to the left, down, right, and soon you feel yourself emerge from the waters, and you find yourself on a lone cliff, staring at Dagon out in the distance behind some fog. As for whether you're alone or not, it's actually hard to tell because the immense pressure you feel.
I can see flavors.
The immense pressure you feel being in his presence makes you feel like you're alone staring at him.
It happened to all of us, right?
Yes, and this happened to you as well, Maya. You were on a boat, and then you were in the ocean, and now you're here.
Not.
I'm not happy about this.
I'll express your distaste to Dagon.
Why did you drag me all the way out here without letting me at least talk and steal the Zudomon weapon?
Fair point.
You wish to speak with me, so I shall allow it.
I just want to check. Is speaking to a god something that I should roll the Naturally Shy Torment for? I feel like I should roll the Naturally Shy Torment for this.
Probably. I mean, everyone's under pretty big pressure from speaking to him in general, so...
An intimidating aura to begin with on top of shyness.
Yeah.
My dude. Yep. Don't piss yourself, please. We're underwater. That's gonna be weird. It's gonna float all around you and shit.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Oh, and something worthy of note while you're speaking to Dagon is that, well, I'm not telling you this to talk over each other, you guys can't hear each other speaking to him.
Oh, great. So
But
we all get to collectively
we
make
can
our own
hear,
deals.
but we can hear him talk to
That's
everyone
clever.
else.
Yes,
That's highly clever. You're saying that I can do something evil?
you can do something evil. However, yes, you can hear him talk to others if he wishes it. If he doesn't wish to be heard while he's speaking to one of you, then he doesn't have to be.
Oh, the small blonde one wishes to kill her friends. Entertaining.
How original. Yeah, I don't think that was a good roll somehow.
Wait, are we all alone?
Who's going first? Oh my
Technically,
god.
Are you?
If we are all alone, then I might have a panic attack.
I
So
think I'm gonna.
so if nothing else, you feel like you're all alone. So yes, you probably will.
All
I think
right.
you
I'm gonna
rolled
burn
as
an
1
inspiration
point
this
on.
way.
You're
Okay.
burning an inspiration, Cade?
Yeah.
So that
What
roll
am
is
I?
1 point under 50-50, so
I
That was
mean,
not worth it.
1 point over 50-50 now.
honestly, as far as torment roll goes, that's not terrible. It's passing. So, at least in your case, you're not crapping yourself.
Okay, that's a plus. I can
Yeah.
work with this.
You're not having like a mental breakdown or anything,
Calculated in.
but you definitely are shy.
Oh yeah, should we be rolling initiative, by the way, or are we just gonna kind of do this?
I mean, that is something for that's up to you guys.
You should make us roll initiative to see
I
who
already have
talks
the roll
first.
up.
Roll initiative to see what?
Who talks
Who
first?
talks first?
That's
Okay,
what I meant.
I can agree to that. But
Because otherwise, we're just gonna talk over each other, and I would give us each like a 3-minute timer.
well, yes, but as for you, Val, that's actually that is an extremely impressive roll. So you passed. You didn't critically pass, but you're not having a mental breakdown. You still know why you're there, and you can still speak. But yeah, sure. I'll have you all roll initiative to decide turn order for speaking, unless it becomes something else.
23. We can slowly tell as each person takes their turn that negotiations are
Is
going south as she gets
everyone
more and more
gonna
grumpy.
roll, or whoever wants to just speak? I guess.
I mean,
Fuck you, Isaac!
you can
We're
choose.
tied.
You can choose to fail your initiative roll, I suppose. If you specifically don't want to speak.
Okay, wait. Because I'm gonna roll for the two of us.
Okay.
That feeling when you can hear your spouse snoring 3 rooms over with your headset on.
While you all are rolling, Dagon will begin the conversation.
Oh, he's a leader. I like that. Strong man. Oh, shit.
I know why you've all come. You've come to seek salvation for this world, and to possibly free Lilium of her contract. You hope to do so over words, if possible, or a battle if necessary. As I don't believe you take kindly to me. However, This isn't true of all of you. If you'd like to state more, go ahead.
Val, it looks like you're going first, and then me and Isaac are gonna make out to figure out who's gonna go first.
Let's see. Who are we missing?
shit.
Tithian?
I think Tithian is on drugs at the moment.
Right.
I'm here. Nothing was asked of me.
Yeah, make
What's
a
your
roll.
initiative?
Oh.
We're doing turn order for conversations with a god.
Yeah. Or you can choose to go
Right,
last if
yeah.
you wish.
I mean, he hasn't rolled it yet, right? Because we don't know if he's gonna beat my initiative or not.
Right. That said, he definitely isn't.
No, that was a +11, not a +1. So
Oh.
that's 25.
We'll add 10 to that. He's going second.
Yep. He's going second. All right. So, Val, you are up.
I'm guessing I didn't get a chance to find Lav again because you've been stopping me from seeing Lav. So every time I've said I'm gonna go find Lav, just crickets. So
Well, as far
I was
as
just gonna.
as far as finding Lav, it's not something that, as long as you see a reflection, you're allowed to see him.
But thou must know it's Lav. Anyway, the point is, so Val will see, fighting off the whole fear of being alone because he feels like he's alone.
Mm-hmm.
Dagon, was it? You mentioned something about salvation. What is this salvation that you are bringing? What is it that you are exactly doing to this digital and real world? If I may ask.
I did not mention that I was necessarily bringing salvation, just that you've come seeking it for this world.
Well, it is true that I do wish to save the digital world. Sorry.
That said, I'm not opposed to bringing salvation to this world. In fact, it would be quite beneficial.
So, if you're not the one bringing the salvation, what is happening to the world? The salvation you speak of?
This world is slowly dying. However, there are means to save it. However, Leviathan's decision to remain sleeping is quite troublesome.
So Leviathan is sleeping. And Leviathan is a key component to this salvation you speak of?
Quite the opposite. However, when Leviathan wakes, he will go on a rampage and try to bring down any he believes worthy of his envy. If he's chosen to sleep once more, then it stands to reason that all of our efforts have been futile, and this world is doomed.
I see. So what you're saying is this world is doomed to dying, but you've been making attempts to not let it die, but at the same time you're saying Leviathan, if he awakens, will end the world anyway? You're kind of talking in a little bit of a circle, sir. I just want to understand exactly what we're talking about now.
Humans. If Leviathan chose to not awaken, then that means that things are not going well. But yes, him awakening would have been just as bad. That said, I believe there is still hope, as a being well versed in despair.
Sorry, that last part you said despair.
As a being well versed in despair.
Well, I am well versed in despair for sure. I've been through plenty.
Uh,
My real question is, from how we understand it, you doing what you are doing is what has been causing this world to end.
that is simply a misconception brought about by the mainlanders. While I do not necessarily fight for the benefit of the world all the time, I do not fight for its destruction either. And I think that this is a decent point to swap over to Tithian for a moment.
What? Wait, what's going on with Tithian? Oh, he got a 25.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Um, so just to make sure I'm understanding this, we're just asking him questions right now.
Yes, you're given some time just to speak before he continues.
Okay. Um, man, I wish I had a good question.
Are you going to pass?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold off for a second. We're having some issues at work.
Gotcha. All right, so next up is Maya.
Oh shit, did we skip Tithian?
He had to pass.
Nobody can hear us, right?
Yeah, I can hear you all. There's some
No, no,
stuff
no.
going
Nobody
on.
can hear us, right, Dagon?
Yeah, he's speaking to Dagon. Nobody. Dagon will shuffle a little bit in the fog, if that is your wish.
Yeah, I want all of them gone. Except for Atlas, he can stay. Would have
It,
said Revy too, but Revy's not here. I don't want any of them to hear this.
if you want a world where none of them exist,
No, that's not what I'm asking. I just want to make sure none of them can hear this.
Disconnect them from the group chat, bitch.
Are you
Exactly, just-
asking to be in a separate group chat for a moment?
Yeah, I don't want any of them to hear this.
All right, well, I can't stop them from watching the stream, but sure.
At that point, it's meta.
Yes.
And if they meta game me, I'm fucking gonna kill them all.
All right. I mean, it would be meta if they heard you anyway, but
Alright. So you know how the world has changed recently due to some random stuff, right? Such as the AI unit known as Aster has given up, has done something.
yes.
I want to reverse all of that, put my Digimon back where they were before the memories of my parents and brother got put inside of them, and I want to basically either A, you know, be able to do that, or B, I want the power to be able to change the world to how I see fit.
As far as your siblings go, and your parents, I can do something about that. As for the world, I could create a world just for you.
No, 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 no. I don't want a world created. I want this world.
Hmm.
I want the power to shape it.
Humans have always been quite ambitious. We can work something out.
Mm. I'm down for this. I'm okay with this because I'd like my Digimon to be the way they were before their souls started to be shredded and before the memories merged.
And Dagon will pause for a moment. As for their souls, if you continue down the path you have been, they will be shredded once again, regardless of what I do.
And that's with the power of corruption that they would be shredded.
That is correct.
But if I continued using my power that I have now, I would be fine.
They would not be harmed.
Would you be, and I'm going to say this to him, basically in a thought process as I stand there with my hands crossed and everything, looking at him, and I come up with an idea, then why not lock away the corruption? Strip it.
Mm-mm. If the corruption was so easy to be dealt with, I would have long ago.
But is there a way to make one thing gather up all the corruption to rid it of the world? Such as turning it into a piece of land?
Even there is a way to deal with the corruption. However, what you're speaking of isn't the right way to think about it. However, when I finish speaking to the others, I'm sure you'll understand the true nature of the corruption.
Alright.
And gonna turn back away. I'll bring you back. And we're back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I forced all of them to watch your stream, Aster, if they wanted to know.
Oh, we were good children.
Damn it!
I will say I'll do my best to skip, but I do rewatch the episodes before each session.
I mean, I don't think it's... Anyway. Next up is Ice... God damn it, Maya. You ruined the stream.
How? How did I ruin the stream?
When
Hold
you
on.
transition back, I'm willing to guess it canceled or went under.
Yeah. 1 second. Let's see if this works.
Yay!
There we go.
Did
There
it!
Isaac, what would you... Do you have anything to say to Dagon?
For Mamu, I've come to bargain!
He
But
stays...
I guess you already knew that, huh?
He stays silent.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to that at this point.
Do y'all hear that?
You like the world, you don't like the world, that's not the point here. Why did you try to kill us?
Oh, you mean when my minions invaded the circus?
Yeah.
That was
It's a good day for fishing.
That was just a fun show. But I also wasn't too privy on Jokermon.
Privy on Jokermon. The Jokermon tried to have us killed.
No. I just didn't want him around anymore.
I see. Why not?
That's neither here nor there.
He wasn't
Fair.
fancy
He is kind of gone,
being a joke.
but, okay. You thought it was a fun show, huh?
Yes, a nice hello. Like your friends from the mainland who fired that beam at me.
What now?
Do you want to remind
You don't have many friends. Might have not been here
Don't you
for that
remember we split
episode.
the ocean?
Yeah, Piedmon...
Yeah, but that wasn't a mainlander friend. That was a Metal Seedramon in the ocean.
Even so.
So if he's referring to Metal Digimon, I follow that much, but he said mainlanders. So anyway.
Well, it was a red machine Dramon, but you know. Regardless.
Right. Question. He's been pretty giving so far. What does it take to become a god?
The path to godhood has many routes. However, the ability for humans to obtain it is generally pretty slim.
Yeah,
Still,
I mean, you seem to be pretty in the know on a lot of things. I'm sure I'm not hiding anything from you right now.
if you're speaking of the god fragment inside of you, Digimon, their purpose will become apparent enough.
I'm getting so sick of people telling me stuff's gonna be apparent soon.
Don't worry. When I say soon, I mean very soon.
Is that a threat?
No, I don't make threats.
Is it a promise?
If
Pinky promise. I'll hold up my pinky.
And though the shadow doesn't move, you see a tentacle come out of the ocean and just wrap around your pinky.
Pinky promise. Thank God.
You know, it's nice to know Digimon has a sense of humor.
Or
he might just be trying to toy with me, and then I'm gonna get yoinked into the ocean and pancaked into a cliff.
Or he just thinks promises are important to keep.
They are contracts, I guess, sort of.
I'm
sure I've used up my time.
Yeah, I was looking at who's next. It looks like it's...
Was it 21 or something somewhere?
Lumi?
I guess, wait, before I start something, since you mentioned it earlier that, like, it's by Dagon's choice if we hear what he talks about with other people or not, what do I hear specifically?
You've heard everything except for the conversation with Maya.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Oh,
you all know he was nice to Isaac so far.
You guys haven't heard any of you guys speak, though. I don't think that that's too relevant so far.
No, because like it's kind of relevant to know what we hear, because like if I hear what he told, Val and Isaac, then that's just gonna drive whatever I ask. You know what I mean?
It'd be redundant for her to talk about her fragment.
Well, you already talked about the fragments. I guess like I have something else to ask, but I'll ask this first since I heard it from, I guess, Val's conversation. So like, do you intend to save this world?
No, but I intend to have you save it, if possible.
You mentioned something about like having the means to save the world. Is that something that you can tell us now, or something that you would want, something that you can't tell us at all?
That is something I will be able to tell you soon. I just wish to let all of you speak beforehand.
Are you gonna mention all the ways to do it later on?
Do not worry. I will give you all of the information you need. Ideally.
And then
Who'd have known an elder god would be the most forthcoming with information out of anyone we've spoken to?
yep. It's actually kind of scary to think about,
I
because
know.
everyone's been holding info, and then this god's like, yeah, you can have
Nothing's tried to
everything.
kill us yet.
So different. Okay, my next thing would be like, so what was your purpose in having a connection through me and through Lillian?
Lilium is the one who approached me for a connection. However, in the case of you,
Lillian's into the fish tank.
it was very accidental in nature, but the connection served useful in maintaining an eye on the land and seeing the state that it's turned into.
So you technically don't have any intentions with me. But what was Lilium's intention with you and how did she make contact with you?
That will be revealed soon, ideally.
Okay.
Crack a D soul illuminate up in this bitch.
All right.
Well, I guess what would you gain for like seeing in the land? Like, is there something that you're actually after? That's why you need to keep the connection with me if my connection with you is accidental.
What I gain is knowledge. I have an army that allows me to see all of the ocean. However, my knowledge of the land, while not limited, is not perfect. Being able to see how degraded it has become, while unfortunate, has proven useful.
And one last thing, if you're here to reveal information on how to save this world, then what do you have to gain from it using us?
Everything.
Then does that mean that like you're helping us with strings attached, basically?
Not at all.
Save the world, and he's gonna take over.
That's what I'm thinking.
That said, Atlas.
Can I decipher
I
intent
figured
on
that from all.
What was that, Lumi?
Can I decipher intent on Dagon?
Sure.
Just
Give me
at
a
this point,
decipher
sure.
intent roll.
While he's doing that, is Isaac spotting any, eldritch
wait.
horrors?
Wait, Isaac, let me see this rule.
Gotta remember, I can see flavors and taste sounds and hear colors and.
All right.
I didn't know Isaac had synesthesia. That's awesome.
Not by choice. There's 1,000 of me in my head. All right, nothing works the same.
All right. Isaac, so with your perception, you actually pick up on something useful, which is
That's the first.
that these, oh my god, that these cliffs, that the cliff you're on is not the only cliff. That there are that there are other cliffs surrounding Dagon.
And I can hear him talking to other people, so.
Yes, but it's still interesting to see the other cliffs and know that there are people on them. Well, not just interesting, in ways it could be useful, but regardless.
No man's an island, but each of us has one right now.
No man is an island, but I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Take a look at me.
Speaking of seeing them, because you can make out their like rough stance and stuff, you see one of them fall down. Lumi, take 3 points of unalterable damage as you get a severe headache trying to decipher Dagon's intent.
Oh wow. So from the 3 wound boxes from the whirlwind from last time, do I add 3 more? Or is this gonna be like we're refreshed and everything and
yeah,
this is new?
we're gonna assume you're refreshed enough. You did take a
we
nap.
got a short rest when Amphimon picked us all up unconscious.
Because if ever I'm gonna be down to just 1 wound box. if we did
but
not
you do fall to your knees as the headache takes over, and Dagon just briefly looks to you. Trying to understand eldritch terrors is never a good idea. He says
Well, I
specifically
guess
to you.
okay. Can I use my Digivice powers here or no?
He was friends with him once.
You can tell me what you want to do, but whether it'll happen immediately or not is something else.
Well, I guess I will try to at least text everyone that like don't they take on Dagon for his word as of yet. He might be using us or something. Is what I wanted to tell them. So be
Oh.
careful of what you say.
Yeah, that's fine.
Doesn't
But
every god want to use us
Wow.
for something? Like everybody here uses us for something. We're pretty much a tool to be used by everybody.
yeah, I don't think that that's hidden.
Maya, we're not all whores.
To steal a quote from a fan game of all places, we are the slaves to fate.
If anything, though, I think Dagon has been very, as you said, forthcoming. But Atlas.
The only thing he hasn't done is given me Biomon like chicken nuggets yet.
Atlas,
Yes.
you're up. Was there anything you wanted to say to Dagon? You've had character growth, but you are still, you're still Atlas.
Yeah.
And you are surrounded by the ocean. Even if you're taking it well, I'm sure that this is still pretty...
I mean, I haven't rolled since our expulsion from the waters.
Yes. I think it's fair to say with as much exposure to the ocean as you've had, you're probably still terrified, but you're not so shaken up you can't speak.
Okay. I'm not gonna hurt the party here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have
Anything
much to ask.
Fair enough.
For Dagon.
You want to pass? Or
does your other brain have anything to ask Dagon?
I mean, Atlas pretty much would prefer to ask if he can restore the Fey Realm.
Is it just me that heard him break up, or did I break up?
That was just you that broke up.
That was you.
Yeah, I heard him.
Yeah, I heard him. It's just I had a visitor that needed to be thrown out for a moment. Not a person, but anyway.
Damn, threw out Gristle.
Laura.
He is not here at the moment. Obviously, but
understandable.
So when you ask if the Fey Realm can be restored, he'll chuckle a little bit. Ah, yes. The twins that flew too close to the sun. No matter how strong you are in this world, the permissions you're granted always hang over you. The Fey Realm, in theory, could be restored if this world was brought back to how it once was. But first, we'll have to work on this world.
Atlas is just gonna stare at him. But, like, not directly, like, he'll stare, but through him, because I'll just bullshit.
Fair enough.
Not gonna challenge the staring contest? He might laugh and go, no mortal has ever gazed at my eyes. I get real confused and I'll sky Cthulhu.
Which pair of eyes? That's the big question.
He'll get all embarrassed and shy. What are you looking at, mortal? Cthulhu woo?
This is getting dangerously close to that Cthulhu dating sim that came out a few years back.
Oh,
why do you know about a tentacle dating sim?
That's such
Why
a
wouldn't
good
I know
game.
about the Cthulhu dating sim?
Have you played the second one yet?
There's two?
Yeah, there's a second one.
Guys, continue. This is a great time for me to go away for like a minute.
Yeah, so there's the second one. Markiplier voiced in it.
Thought he was a cosmic horror. Just found out I was a cosmic horror.
I
You know, maybe we can weird Dagon out if we just keep talking about Cthulhu dating sims.
Oh, I was gonna ask if Dagon was single.
Dagon's not gonna date you. Now you're cheating on Cade. Cade, get onto him.
Cade can't hear him flirting from over here, but he would be upset.
You can hear him saying it now.
I know.
To be fair, I told him before that I was going to do it.
Cade also said no, don't. I think. Did I say that? I feel like I said that.
I think you did.
I think I was more vague. I was like, just so you know, that's always a bad idea. Which is about as close as Cade comes to confronting people about things.
But,
I say lying.
I could get us tentacles in the bedroom.
You know, get the bad dragon stuff out of the closet.
You know what? I'm listening.
Oh, no. I'm not. Just stop.
All right, that was wonderful conversation.
We needed a break in the tension. You could cut the tension with a knife in here.
All right, so back to it. Speaking of tension, Cade, do you have anything to ask of Dagon?
I have been waiting 2 seasons for this moment. Sorry, I wanted to say that for 2 seasons. Side note, Cade is terrified, so... I think you know what I'm going to ask you already. But... I came here to make a deal.
Yes, come to bargain.
Visibly shaking, by the way. Cade is not coping with this well.
And I've brought you all here for deals. But what is it that you would like to ask of me?
Well, before we get to that, there's something I need to know. What did Lilium ask for? What is Lilium getting out of losing pieces of her memory like this?
Let me take a
Because I mean I think I know. Because where would she get humans from? All of us are dead.
That is a question I can answer in just a moment. But what is the deal that you would like to make?
This was so much easier when I didn't have a reason to make it back.
It's just open like my boyfriend wanted to die.
I'm sorry, I was looking up Sucker for Love. What's going on?
Hey, just admitted he only just now has a reason to live. So.
God damn it! Okay. I'll say it again for Tithian's benefit. This was so much easier when I didn't have a reason to make it back alive.
Oh, thank you.
Bold of you to assume I'm talking about you.
It's
I might be, but it's bold of you to assume.
That's what you like about him, isn't it? How bold he is.
That's a question for later. Sorry. I've gone over this deal in my head a lot. First it was can we get our families back without having to rely on Esther? Then Asta. Before that, it was. Well, we'll get to that actually. And now I'm wondering if I'm wondering if getting Asta's memories back is more important. But I think at its core, what I'm looking for is this: a way to fix our world without trampling on what's already here. Is there a world where we can coexist?
If a world is what you seek, then one can be created for you. However, if coexistence is what you seek, that will require work.
Made it this far. What do you need from me to make coexistence happen?
Engagement ring.
And at this point, Dagon's shadow will rise up a little from the ocean. After hearing all of your inquiries, I have the first contract I'd like to make with all of you.
I found out what I wanted to ask.
I mean, you can throw the question to the wind. Whether he responds or not is another answer.
No, that's fine. I'll just keep smoking my blunt and doing my drugs.
All right.
How is that not waterlogged? We got dragged through an ocean.
Digital weed, man.
No, because he sounds like he's gonna. I was gonna ask him what I needed to do to make a deal to keep Cade.
I mean,
More than one person.
if Tithian is like really down and out, he might just keep trying to smoke it, even if it is waterlogged. But anyway, the first contract I would like you all to agree to, if possible, is that in return for you doing everything in your power to save the digital world, I will reveal the contract given to Lilium and undo it.
No deal. I don't care about her.
Can you reveal what it is first before agreeing to undo it?
Fuck this world. It's already gone anyways.
Yeah. I'm fine with this as long as we get a chance to say if we actually want to break it after we find out what it is.
Well, first of all, since it's a contract, that means he wants something in exchange from us. What would that be?
That, but the deal is probably something like these, like her, like whole thing, like the whole city is probably the deal.
The deal
we want to
fully proud about.
What I can't. While I will not reveal the specific deals as it is part of the contract, what I will reveal is that it is limited specifically to Lilium. More or less.
Can we play hot or cold? Does it have to do with Aster, or does it have to do with the city? Am I getting close?
I mean, I'll help you, Cthulhu, but fuck Lilium.
I mean, the question, because I have a baby talking to me too in the ear, was that what was he saying in exchange for what he will do this?
In exchange for us doing everything in our power to save the digital world, which we were already going to do, so it's kind of a great deal as long as we get a chance to veto undoing this contract if it turns out that we actually really need that.
I never said once that I wanted to save this shitty world.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Being very optimistic here, Cade.
Thankfully,
you've learned nothing about Cade if you're calling me optimistic.
World, so.
Being very optimistic, you think we can do anything to save this shit world, Cade?
I mean, with the Cthulhu god.
I mean, Val, he hasn't agreed to it yet, but Val is probably more keen to it than others because he wants to save the digital world. But yeah, I agree with you, Kate,
your partners, guys.
Well,
We can break.
Remember, you guys can't hear each other.
I thought we could, as long as he must be hiding it from all of us.
No.
Now
Dagon, I want you to take a
You-
vote real fast.
you
we
guys-
have to have a majority vote.
Question.
So everybody must vote, and then Dagon, you got to tell us if we all voted, and if it all voted yes, then we'll all do it. If not, then you got to allow us to talk to each other.
Question though. My Digivice powers, can it like put everyone on speakerphone in a conference call?
Well, here's the thing, right? You've been using your Digivice a decent bit, and every time you use the power, it costs energy that you are not able to refill.
Cthulhu would probably just put up a jammer anyway.
Here's your friendly reminder that this technically isn't Cthulhu. If it was Cthulhu, it would be much worse.
I mean, fair.
I will address, but before continuing, I will address one of as many of you have given slight distaste or distrust for Lilium's deal, I will allow a future contract to stop the undoing, or at least pause the undoing of her deal, should you think that it's necessary to keep in place. However, once you learn the details of the contract, I don't think you will.
Okay, deal.
Oh, that bitch is evil. I got you. Okay. I was right.
Lilium's not evil.
I
don't fucking trust her, but that's not the same issue.
All right, so we don't need. I mean, I'm not gonna say whether a unanimous vote is needed or not, but just going down the line, because Dagon ignored the or rather, Maya, would you like to restate that? Dagon might reply to you specifically.
Which part?
Of the speaking to each other portion.
I like the other portion first.
Which was?
Let us talk to each other before agreeing to this contract. Because to be honest, I'm not sure what you mean by save the digital world compared to what I mean by this digital world. And not just that, I have a different meaning upon things than some others of this group does, and I don't know them. So I'd like to at least gauge the room so I know who I gotta kill beforehand.
Well,
you already murdered me once.
Speaking to you specifically, Dagon will say, while a unanimous decision won't be necessary, you do not have to be a part of this contract. A majority decision is good enough.
Wouldn't that just mean that I would be given details without having to deal with this?
You're asking the god who can decide who hears what in this room if you being here will allow you to overhear information. I just want to clarify that.
The info, right? Like if
Oh,
they
yeah,
want to, they can tell me the info. Then I can just go with them on their journey if I want.
Certainly. You might gain information that you wouldn't have without agreeing to the contract. However, future contracts might not be as beneficial to you. After all,
let's talk to each other first.
You are a human that does have a few desires.
You're right. I do have a few desires that don't coexist with some of the stuff that goes on with this world.
But that said, if it will assist everyone, would you like a moment to speak with each other?
Yes.
Everyone else?
Alright, I think we should sacrifice Kate.
I will fucking kill you.
Cade
I like
thinks you should
Cade.
sacrifice Cade, but that's a whole different story and not for the reason you want to.
Hold on. You just hear me like, as he's like uncovering the fog, you hear me just talking to him. But I do believe we should sacrifice. Oh, hey guys!
And Dagon will interrupt. Should this communication just become idle chatter, it will be terminated.
So since there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us, only 4 of us have to agree to this. The rest could just tell us.
I'm in favor.
Alright?
I'm
This
not
contract
losing
does
my boy
nothing but
Corotamon.
benefit us.
Isaac, would you rather take the deal or would you rather one of them tell you and then you continue? But apparently future deals will not be beneficial to you. Or at least to me, he said. So I don't know.
Scythian just looks Dagon in the eyes and says, I agree.
I just put the collar back on Isaac. He was supposed to take this off.
You guys aren't
Well, I
around each other.
appreciate your willingness to be close to me. I'm not
Listen,
losing
we're on
Corotamon.
the
I'm
Eldritch
saving the
Sky.
digital world.
Eldritch Skype.
Eldritch Skype again? I'm sorry.
We on that Zoom call.
We can't say Skype anymore. It doesn't exist. I used to Skype people, but now I Zoom people.
It still works as a verb.
Not a good one anymore. You ask a kid, hey, you know what Skype is? They'd be like, what the fuck is that?
I know the next time an Eldritch God tries to curse me over Zoom, I'll just close my laptop.
All right. So does anyone have anything they specifically want to say to each other? After all, Lumi, you did want to speak to the others a moment ago, correct?
Oh no, I would just want, because like if we did not, if we can't really hear each other, then I would have just like tried to use my Digivice to make it like a conference call where we can hear each other despite the limitation.
Gotcha.
But
Alright,
yeah.
So who actually cares about finding out the contract of Lumi?
For
not
me,
Lumi, of
I'm not actually gonna agree with this though. I don't know how many agrees, but I don't think it's worth it in my opinion. For like one, it doesn't really give us much. Like,
and
what
I
are
really
we
don't
agreeing
give a
to in the
fuck about
first place?
Lillian.
So the contract is
So that's fine.
the contract is very simple. He is asking you, for his benefit, to agree to do everything in your power to save the world, and in exchange, you'll have the contract Lillian made revealed, which could be extremely helpful to you guys in the sense that, I mean, if her contract is, it doesn't make sense that it would be, but to kill you guys, if it was to destroy the digital world or something like that, to find out about that contract and undo it could be extremely helpful.
Well, the problem is
Okay,
that
well,
like
that's just two that disagrees at the moment.
You can
I
hear
tried
us, right?
to ask
That's not true. I
that
agreed
about
already.
before. Like, what does he mean by saving? Because like for me, if his means of saving is just like destroying everything, you know what I mean? So it's hard to say. It's easy to agree.
Technically, in this contract, saving is pretty loosely defined. The essence is saving the digital world. So
That's exactly the scary part. It's saving the digital world, but what about the human world?
yeah, he's definitely not speaking about the human world.
He hasn't told us how to save the digital world, just to do it. So
That's why I'm still saying no. I'm probably gonna be on the no side on this.
you can hear us, right?
Huh? I don't know if you can. I don't know. So can anybody hear anything?
I was giving you guys a moment to discuss.
Oh, okay,
Right.
then
Dagon
yeah.
can hear us, right?
Dagon can still hear you guys, yes.
Alright, well. Listen here, Dormammu. If I'm gonna be helping you out, I want my Aster back. My Aster. I done saved that asshole once.
Knew I could count on someone to make that deal.
Bringing your Aster back is a much harder thing to do than whatever you believe it is. However, I could bring a facsimile of your Aster back, or if you were to save this world, it might be within my power to return most of the Aster you knew. But I will not put on airs about my ability.
When you say this facsimile shit, right? You mean like a clone of our Aster, right?
Your Aster already exists, just without his memories. What you're asking is for those memories to be restored, correct?
Yeah, like a flash drive or something that we can plug into him and tell him to shut up again.
The fairies did it once. You saying you're weaker than fairies?
Shut the fuck up before you die, you idiot.
If you're simply speaking about power, yes, they were stronger than me. However, their strength came from other systems. They lacked providence in this world, and they paid the price.
I don't know. Well, Val's torn because I mean, if the saving is not just destroying the world, he's all for it. That's his whole goal has been to save the digital world. But I'll probably message you, Aster, about what Val's gonna do with part of the deal because he's gonna sweeten the pot, I guess, a little bit. But I'll message it to you because I'm getting a baby food right now.
Okay.
I guess I'll take whatever Dagon tried to surmise to me. I got nothing to return home to, and my boy Coronamon's been here with me the whole time.
I'll lose.
Fine. If
here.
You've brought up your concern with what Dagon means by saving the world. But if you could be more specific in your questioning, he might provide some answers before you make the deal.
Yeah, he's been pretty damn open with us so far.
He's not necessarily trying to hide things from you.
He wants our help, so I mean,
people who want your help are usually not the most straightforward. However, he has been seemingly. I mean, I don't know. I think he's been pretty straightforward. But the only one who I've heard that truly isn't about it is Maya, because they don't care about Lilium's deal. And, well, Maya, were you yes or no given the future contract portion?
What are we talking about?
Because Dagon mentioned that contracts might not be as favorable to you going forward. Did that sway your opinion at all? Considering this contract, in theory, wouldn't affect you too much?
Like, why wouldn't they affect me as much? Is it just because I don't give a crap?
Well, no, it's because the contract itself is pretty straightforward. You guys do what you, in theory, were doing anyway, and he'll do something that you, in theory, don't care about, which is Lilium.
So why would I do this? Just feels like we're adding extra steps. I want a separate contract. If majority votes, I want a separate contract that's more beneficial for the outcome.
The point of taking this contract is so that those future contracts are more beneficial.
Yeah, the point of taking this contract is that your future contracts will exist.
And he's already proven he's open to negotiation. It's not
Can I have a
exactly what
different
Isaac
contract?
wanted, but
Because I don't want Lillian's stuff. Like, is there anything else like I can be offered, or is it just Lilium at the moment?
The contract
I
is
mean,
what it
Isaac
is.
asked.
The contract is what it is. And Lumi, you're dissatisfied with the contract because you don't know if his definition of saving lines up with yours.
It's too vague.
Yeah, as Maya said, for me it's just too vague. There's just too many like many things that can be unsaid. You know what I mean?
It's too many
First of all,
Like
he
it's
overlaps.
also said, do everything in our power to do it.
Yeah,
Technically,
we
we
could
can just
also
decide we can't.
Yeah, can I
we
get a
could also
written
just
form of
ask.
this contract?
because for me, like the save the digital world itself is scary. Like only because I've dealt with contracts in real life. Like that
Mm-hmm.
kind of statement for me is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
All the more reason to ask for clarification then.
I'd like a written contract with the verbiage identified and defined properly of what do you mean by saving the world.
Exactly. Usually, in formal contracts, it's supposed to be defined.
Yeah, verbal contracts are kind of vague. Can I get a written contract?
Splitting hairs with an eldritch god.
Hey, never fucking argue with a lawyer when it comes to contracts, dude. You'll always lose.
So,
Today on Phoenix Wright, can we get Dagon out of their murder conviction?
so your connections with each other will be severed. However, he will address your concerns to an extent. In terms of salvation, it is largely in the eye of the beholder. However, there is a limit to that. If your salvation does not align with the general terminology, then it will likely not be in effect. If
So
you're
my salvation is killing all of them.
Mercy
then
killing saves them all.
that is not within the scope of the contract.
Reincarnation will always purge the soul and bring someone back in a purer form. It's up to us to fix the next generation.
And to Lumi, he will say that restoring the digital world means, or bringing salvation to the digital world means largely restoring it to its proper form. While this, of course, does not necessarily include the human world, that does not mean that humans need to disappear from the digital world. It's just coexistence requires a different approach. And with that,
Lumi said, "Wait just a second. She'll be right there." I also
Oh.
messaged you just to let you know, Aster.
Okay, let's see.
Will this contract be able to be broken out of at any point in time? Yes, no, maybe, or am I stuck to it?
Make a new contract.
I know this is what's coming
Exactly.
from me, but I really think we're overthinking the contract.
Hold
It's
on,
very straightforward.
As far as the contract goes, in theory, you could make a separate contract while you're still dealing with Dagon, but once the contract is made, you'd need a pretty powerful source with permissions close to Dagon to get out of it. Now, I'm not going to provide more information than that, and who knows? Maybe at one point you might have those permissions. But I can't.
I'll agree for now. So that means you have majority.
So, to Val, to let you know, specifically to you, that can be a separate contract, but is not a part of the current one. That does not mean that I won't make one for you, though.
I see. Well, I'm definitely interested in that then.
All right, so, from my understanding, Cade, Isaac, Maya, and Tithian all agree. I believe, Val, you agree? To saving the digital world?
Okay. He said he agrees.
All right. Atlas, were you yay or nay? You haven't said much during negotiations. Are you in favor of saving the digital world? Well, are you in favor of this contract to save the digital world?
He is, if it means saving everything else that he wanted. Because he did ask about the Faerun, which Dagon did say saving the digital world would save it.
At the very least,
Saving the digital world will. Sorry.
Saving the digital world will open the book to saving the Fey realm.
Yeah, so he's for it.
Okay. And Lumi, are you still opposed to the contract? As he did clarify a little bit.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just like majority vote anyway, right?
Well, yes. However, if you oppose it, you don't have to be a part of the contract. It just means that future contracts won't be as beneficial to you. Which,
How many are in it anyway now? Like, it's almost everyone in it?
that... It, are you asking Dagon? Or...
I guess if I'm not hearing anybody else, then yeah. Who else agrees with this contract?
As the others do not have much reason to oppose, it seems that they are all in favor. What's...
Still don't have good enough reason for this either, so I guess even if I'm gonna be fucked, then so be it. I would say no.
No? Okay. Well, he'll say to all of you, with majority vote, the contract has been accepted. As for the terms of the deal with Lilium, as well undoing it, though I will offer a pause, in agreeance for me assisting with her manipulating time to an extent, I have taken memories that are too hard for any individual to bear from her. She agreed to the contract as she is a very capable woman and did not believe there were such memories that would be taken from her.
Ain't got no trauma.
I want my trauma back. I inherited those from my parents.
This
Literally.
explains so much on why she couldn't remember that I stabbed her.
Oh God! Now it makes sense.
Anytime something bad happens, she just forgets.
I would
It's
like
not
her to
necessarily
remember.
anything bad.
I would like her to remember every time she was stabbed, but make it 4,000 times worse than how it felt when she originally got stabbed.
Now then, I believe that there's no reason to prevent this contract from being undone. Unless any of you would like to try to offer a contract to prevent it, I shall go through with it.
I'll give
I
you a
mean, my
drop
only
of my
question would
blood
be
to get rid of it.
my only question would be if we undo the contract, does that undo whatever alterations in time were made?
No. All that has been
Okay.
done will remain done.
Did Aster make a deal with you? Or was that Lillian's deal that caused that issue?
No, Aster's loss of memory resulted in him using his powers too much.
So he's an idiot. You can say yes.
Well, considering I am putting some of my hopes in you all as well, that is to be seen.
So you're also, cool.
Now then, I would like to offer my second contract to you all. In exchange for experiencing some of the memories of Lilium that have been taken, I will offer you information on how to save the digital world.
Bro wants to put our brains through blenders just to give us tips.
The two are related.
So he needs to give us some prerequisites that involve putting our brains in blenders.
Titian says yes.
Wouldn't
Absolutely.
be the first time.
We're all horribly
We're all
broken. What's a
just
little
giddy to
trauma?
have trauma. I got 1,000 traumas in my head right now. What's one more?
I don't know. Is it worth it?
That
Yes.
depends.
Technically, given the first contract, I think we have to say yes. We're supposed to
No.
do anything within our power to save the digital world, and if we decline his help,
It is true
yeah.
that technically only Lumi has the ability to refuse, unless you guys simply believe that Dagon will lead you astray on saving the digital world. In which case, you can decline. This comes down to a matter of trust with an eldritch deity, which obviously sounds bad, but
Guys, I
No,
know
I
this
know that
looks
sounds
bad.
Question though, since I'm the only one that said no to this thing, what's gonna be the thing with me?
In this instance, you are still offered this deal.
But
You are still offered this deal.
oh, okay. I thought there's like a button.
I
Okay,
get
sorry.
one of the things I asked for done first.
Listen, the only but here is Maya. We're fine.
As for what you asked for, that contract still hasn't been made yet, but it is one that can be made. However, Dagon would... If you've asked Dagon if that's been done yet, Dagon will respond, we can make a contract after I've seen how these negotiations have went.
Because, that other deal, I think you're talking to me partially, but like I do want to make that, deal that I talked to you about on the chat.
Yes. Personal contracts can be made
Think of it.
after
Lilium
I see
getting
how
the
these
knife
contracts go.
How many times has Isaac been stabbed with a... That bitch ain't got no willpower.
Dagon will...
Atlas, come stab me again.
Dagon will actually comment to you. You'll find it's actually the hardiest of people that begin to crumble the fastest once they start.
Mighty have fallen. Only those with something to lose can lose it, I guess.
Well, if the deal is to experience trauma to learn how to save the digital world, Val's experienced plenty of trauma, so he might just take that in and tell the group.
He said the same thing. We were all like, "What's more trauma?"
I assume everybody's on board. Is there anyone specific? Well, is there anyone not on board? Is the first question.
Before we all get a new terrible torment that's actually more crippling and generic than, Atlas's traumas.
I keep forgetting that torments exist.
Not that I'm not up to saving anything, but like, since given the unclear definition of like saving the world, that's actually what I said no to in the beginning.
Yes, however, in this case, the contract doesn't
permanent effects.
Yeah, this contract doesn't impose actions on you, I suppose.
If Lilium's trauma breaks your brain.
Well, I guess I might as well just share the burden with everyone.
Wee! Trauma bonding.
All right. It sounds like nobody.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
This is kind of a side off, but are our Mons with us or no?
You feel alone. Whether they are there or not is. They might be, but you feel alone.
Well, I needed to know because if so, I was going to have Shushumon talk to Dagon. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. Have our Digimon agreed to all these contracts? And before Chronomon's like, man, fuck my homeworld.
Well, whether they're with you or not, they are also meeting Dagon with you guys. So, if there's...
So, do we need to have our Digimon agree to these contracts then?
In theory, no.
That wouldn't. Actually, Maya has a lot of Digimon that might not.
Can the Digimon try to form other contracts with Dagomon?
In theory.
Fantastic. I will be messaging you a lot over the next week.
My Digimon aren't going to do anything. They're all put away. They're all stripped of speaking. None of them have a voice.
Does this mean we're all going to be permanently linked to Cthulhu like Lumi was?
Nope.
Maybe.
I mean, Kate and I are going to be linked to him, but in the way you're talking about.
Damn.
Honey, we said we'd talk about this later.
Yep. That said, for the time being, is as long as Dagon wants it to be.
I mean, that's metagaming.
But
we fine.
But all right. So it sounds like everyone's in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
So, very well. These are some of the memories that she has lost. Let us start with why she formed the contract in the first place. And you'll get a flashback that Lumi and Valentine are all too familiar with. They experienced in a dreamlike state. Well, in a dream. Quite literally. Dream within a dream. And you see Lilium hanging out with the siblings of Isaac, Atlas, and the five of them. And you see children all playing younger versions of Isaac, Atlas, Valentine, Lumi, and Ravi. But you also see another child with white hair, and Goldeneye is playing with the rest of them. They run off. You see the screen transition to the screen of your mind. You're all physically there and being transitioned around. You see a collapsed bridge and the older siblings panicking and freaking out. You see the obituaries for all of the children saying that they were lost to the ocean. You
Oh, dear.
you find out that the siblings all received messages on their digivices saying that from their younger siblings, from Valentine, Lumi, and them, that they're in the digital world, that they're being hurt, that they're being attacked, and that they were asking for assistance, and that through the efforts of Lilium and the siblings, of course, but through the efforts of Lilium, everyone was able to be transported to the digital world, but Lilium was left behind. She never received a message from her sibling. And after years passed, she slowly broke down and became more and more, not deranged, but obsessed with trying to manipulate time to save her friends, and more specifically her younger sibling by the name of Aster. And at this point, you all see a door open in front of you as she's working tirelessly in her lab, screaming, "Why won't it work? I know this should work. Why? What piece am I missing to change the past?" And as the door opens, she looks to all of you. Wait, why do you all look so... Who are you? Does anyone respond?
I'm your baby daddy.
This is above my pay grade.
I think Dithian just walks towards her.
Gives you one of them giant pills.
And as Tithian's walking towards her, she puts up her hand. Stop, I didn't invite you into my lab. What are you guys doing here?
No means no, Gumdrop.
Dithian keeps walking forward, crying.
No, Lord.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Wait, why can't he see us? We're in the past, right? I am saying this out loud.
What do you mean in the past? What's going on?
Hi, boss. That is a very, very long story.
Isaac's gonna look around and roll perception. Not my best, but it's good.
Oh, Lillian can
let me
talk,
see.
right?
Lilium what?
Lillian can talk to us, right? Like she sees us, right?
At the moment, yes.
Oh yeah, Tiffany's about to rape her and she's freaking out.
Yeah, does she stop me at all?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going until her hand is like against my chest.
First of all, since this happened, it's kind of weird. I probably would I would probably check on her, decipher intent, find me.
Sure, you can make that roll. Valentine, are you doing anything?
Yes.
Well, I mean, this is supposed to be us seeing her trauma, but
Yes.
she can actually interact with us, which is a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
So Val's letting the smarter people take, the forward leaps, but um, he would probably just be like, "You don't recognize us at all."
So as Tithian's chest reaches her hand, she looks to you momentarily. Well, you look like Valentine, but much older. And she looked over to Cade, and you said boss. What specifically led to these events?
I mean, like I said, long story, time travel, end of the world.
Specifically.
Kind of mostly your fault, but that's a long story. But that's also a long story.
And
how does her hand feel? Is it warm?
Yeah, it's warm. Isaac, you notice on the computer screen that the top of her notes
runtime error 404
reads project predictive predictive AI Tomo, and that there's a lot of notes on the screen other than that, but that you can't quite understand or make out. But and as for your
my into 4 now,
as for your decipher intent, Lumi, she's clearly not doing okay, but she's mostly concerned with why you all are in her lab.
Yeah, no alarms, no guns, no violence. She's pretty submissive.
Well, we'll see about that if Tithian tries fighting her, but
He's not going to try to fight her. He's trying to do something else. Yeah.
Tithian tries to hug her, crying.
Isaac did that once. He took a spear to the chest.
Tithian, give me a fight roll.
Yep, that's how it went for Isaac. And he took a spear to the chest.
You took another one spear to your chest, Peter. I'm just kidding.
I became a fish kebab for the 3rd time this series. That's why they called me Pincushion for a while. And Maya's a party favor.
So, Tithian, something you are all too used to happening to you when you try to be too loving towards Lilium. You get put into an arm lock and thrown to the ground, and she yells, "All right, you guys are in my lab. Start explaining what you're doing here or leave."
Tithian laughed and said, "You're my sister."
And Tithian would say what?
You're my sister.
She'd look pretty concerned at you, more concerned than she already was. I only have one brother, and he's dead.
And I would have been dead without you.
I mean, I think if we're going with the whole multiverse thing, technically neither of us would exist without her.
She would point to Cade. You know what's going on. How did you get here?
Well, we followed your example and made a deal with the devil.
The devil? Which specific devil?
More great old one, Mesopotamian, god of agriculture. Has a few names, gets mistaken for a fish god a lot.
Sounds pretty fishy.
Wait. She looked to you guys, and where you're from. Do you guys know Aster?
We did.
What's left of them?
Bastard.
How is he?
He's a bastard.
Physically, he's fine.
Made of data, no memories. Other than that, he's actually doing all right.
She would drop to her knees. Of course. And as she does, you feel you all feel yourself fading into the background of the room. As she looks left, and from the shadows, you can see red eyes coming out. You can send me to you can help me contact myself in the past, can't you? You can help me fix all of this.
Nope.
Oh, we fucking looped ourselves. We should have killed him.
I actually can't do anything to help you. You're screwed. You've locked yourself behind this for the rest of your life. You've done this to yourself. You only have yourself to blame.
And
you cannot undo what has been done.
Dagon will speak from the shadows. I can help you send a message to the past. All I seek from you are memories that are too hard for you to bear in all iterations of yourself or those that you create. And she'd simply laugh. There's no memories like that for me.
You would think that.
Question. I know you said it did that weird old camera zoom out thing, but are we still able to interact with her?
Have you tried? Well, I feel like Maya's tried. But have you tried?
I guess I'm gonna draw my
as far as I know.
Scythe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to kill the bitch.
Yeah, you can't interact with her.
You son of a bitch, I know where you sleep.
And with that, with Dagon's help, she sends a simple message to the past. A message that says, no matter how much you try, no matter how many efforts you make, you cannot save them. But Aster can be the key to becoming the predictive AI you seek that can. And then, once more, the screen transitions for you to a happy Lilium on the receiving end of that text. And though confused, she seemingly ignores the text until she watches her friends all die again, and the same thing happens, and it happens again and again, until she even has her memories transferred to the past. But to this point, she hasn't lost any memories. However, once she has her memories transferred to her past self, you see the happy Lilium open her phone before she frowns and grabs Aster by the wrist and drags him out, saying, I'm sorry, everyone. We need to go. We have somewhere to be. And then the screen transitions once more to Aster being put in a pod and turned into an AI. And once he is, Lilium forgets that he was ever a person to begin with.
That's a big...
But once more, she watches her friends and their siblings disappear, and she feels defeated, but this time she was able to go to the digital world. And she found the siblings, But by the time she did, they were already dead. But with her work, she's like, no, no, no. I can fix this. I can fix this. And slowly she's able to create the human world. But she slowly keeps turning the corpses of the siblings into other people. Or, in some cases, you all make it to the city. However, you slowly start to vanish inside the city walls, and before you vanish completely, she transforms you into other people to maintain your existence. And every time she does, she forgets that it happened. And this is where the memories she has forgotten would end, with the exception of being stabbed in the hand by Tithian.
I like to imagine the stabbing just plays as like an afterthought. Like it's not even 3D. We're not even in the memory. It's just like a slideshow as if the budget ran out.
It's a post-credit scene.
Sorry, I needed to make a joke because that was some heavy shit.
I mean, you're not wrong, but lots of people try to revive their loved ones with some crazy, God bullshit. He's not special.
Also,
Welcome
you
back to
also
When
you
Deals
really
Gone Bad.
complex here.
Well, I mean, look at all the other stories of history. Izanagi literally went to hell. A couple of them Greek people literally went to hell. She played with a computer.
Do we see any of us that aren't the Core 5 get turned from the Core 5's corpses?
While you don't see yourselves, there are instances within the memories of others getting turned into people. This, of course, going along with Aster's statements that occasionally he would create a timeline without the Core 5 as an experiment to see if it would be successful. All right. Actually, I'll give you guys a moment to discuss that. I'll be right back.
So that was fucked up, right? Not just me. That was fucked up. What happened there?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just goes to show you deals can backfire, that's for sure.
Yeah. Not thrilled that he used us to make the point.
My only odd feeling about this is that she did the transforming to save us, right? And then she forgot that she did it because of traumatic memory. But if she was successfully saving us, would it necessarily be a traumatic memory? Plot holes, questions.
I mean, if you change everything about who someone is, are they the same person anymore?
That's true. It's just, I guess, what she truly believed in herself that she wasn't saving us. And that's why it was
To
traumatic.
acknowledge that she saved us is to acknowledge that we died. And so,
Yeah.
So there's a chance that we were somebody else. I could have been, I don't know, bald in another life. Who knows?
and you could have been Val in another life, but here we are talking to the half.
All right. Now that you've witnessed those memories, I suppose I should clarify the one missing point, which is how you all kept appearing. You believe it was simply by Aster's power alone, correct?
We were told he keeps resetting the universe, making new ones, blah blah blah.
I mean, we also know that some of us were accidental even within that.
Yes, but there is a very significant reason why you kept coming from these worlds that he was creating, and not every other human that existed within it. After all, you had many friends and families in those worlds, correct? It's because you all were not created just with Aster's power, as he gave up his memories every time. You were also created with the digital cores of your partners. A soul, if you will.
We have different partners from every iteration, or are all of us like at this point 99% our partners, and our partners are just 1% partner?
It wasn't always different partners. However, the power of the bond you shared with your partners were implanted in digital eggs to ensure a new partnership would be formed every time. You mentioned the fragments of the gods. That's because at some point Apollomon and Dianamon, through their death, implanted themselves in your partners.
Mm-hmm. Where's the other 99% of them?
And that's where we come to what you need to save the digital world. As you are now, you're all too weak. You're all hollow. You don't possess all of the power that you should, regardless of how much Aster tried and tried to keep you alive and give you that power. But those fragments, they exist within the cities created by Lilium. Aster's power exists within those cities. And collecting them is quite simple. Does anyone want to speak up before he continues? No?
So, how do we get them?
That is the question, isn't it?
Well,
All I know is I've been called weak every other day since I got here.
after all, these other versions of yourself walk around every day. As long as you're close by, when they no longer draw breath and they're purified, they'll return to you.
It all makes sense. I have to kill myself.
In so many words.
I don't have time to talk about loans. I just had to kill myself. If you know, you know.
But as for the digital world itself, the corruption was similar to a fever. It was brought on within the heart of the digital world, the land of beauty, to take care of a problem that it faced. But it didn't work, and soon the corruption continued to spread and silenced most of the digital world as we know it. Getting rid of it is simple. You all must climb the spire in the center and purify it. At that point, the data will begin to flow back into the digital world, and it should return to its normal state.
Oh shit, it's World 2.
That said, do not expect life to return to the digital world so quickly. After all, even the corruption is becoming silenced as the worlds that have been relentlessly merging have started to fail. It wouldn't be a shock to say that there's probably less than 10 worlds left at this point, and the most powerful of them will be the last one standing. I have saved the oceans, but the land is beyond me.
Wait, so when you say there's 10 worlds left, does that mean that we're all trying to save our own individual world, so we're gonna have to kill other worlds to save our own?
No, not quite. That is to say that the corruption is forcing these worlds together. Should it be purified before these worlds finish colliding, then those worlds will be saved. However, since we started with a near infinite amount of worlds, I don't expect their salvation to be at hand. The corruption that you walk through now will likely be very still.
All I'm hearing is we just need to keep doing what we're doing.
Kill everybody.
And maybe choke ourselves out once in a while.
Did anyone get the deeper meaning behind what he said?
Possibly. The fact that if I'm reading this right, there's only 10 worlds left, yeah?
And slowly reducing. I was more so referencing the part of what needs to be done for you all to get the power you need, but yes. Sure.
Oh yeah, we need to murder the entire fucking city. I'm aware of the fucked up thing he's asking us to do.
Oh, that's it? Oh crap! Okay, I can do that easily.
Because we're like all of the inhabitants essentially.
Because we need to reabsorb ourselves to get the power that we lack, as he put it.
Guys, hold on. I got this. Y'all don't have to do anything.
We're not killing everyone.
Hold on. Hear me out. Y'all don't have to do anything.
That said, Maya, if you do it while they're not around, it won't work.
Yeah, it's proximity based and we don't really know who's who.
What if I knock them out and I just kill everybody in the village?
It won't work.
Why not?
Because
they're there.
They specifically have to be there, present. Yes.
So if I knock them out and tie them up and wake them up so they can't do anything, then I kill everybody, would it be okay?
It might be.
Dagon, I want 2 things. Besides what I've asked for. I want an item that makes a cube around all of these people and completely traps them so nobody can get out. So they must watch the horrors of what I will do.
I feel like that would be far less entertaining than letting us go on without that item. And I think we both know that Dagon would find it much more interesting to watch us struggle.
Yeah, there won't be a struggle.
No. I'm the only person here who's like, the fragments of our partners are what sustain us, so all the other us's have fragments of our partners, and the power of love and friendship will lead us to our partners, and we'll all merge back to our original selves.
I mean,
It
I
shouldn't
certainly
be that
that's how
complicated.
this
Have you ever
works.
watched an anime?
I've never wanted to punch somebody so hard than I do right now.
Look,
Just because you
what you've got to remember
Not
is that
you,
even though
Isaac.
we're
You're
in a horror
fine.
story,
It's Tithian.
it's still Digimon.
Tithian's the one getting punched.
Why am I getting punched?
Because of
my child is waking
what
up,
you
so I'll be
just
back.
said.
One more time, why am I getting punched?
Because of what you just said. I've
did
never
I
heard
just
the
say?
most cliche thing ever. Only
was
now I
Isaac.
want to punch you.
That was Isaac.
It wasn't
Well,
even
that
Was
me.
was
it?
in
I
fact
thought it was
Isaac.
Tithian.
No, that was Isaac.
They're both very quiet.
They're probably, maybe. I don't think they're that quiet, but
I can barely hear both of them. Somebody's getting punched, and it's not Cade.
no.
I don't think it'd be Val or Lumi or Atlas.
Atlas doesn't deserve to get hit right now.
So
So
before Dagon continues,
if I punch Isaac, then it's a kink.
does anyone else have anything else to say to Dagon? Given the information that's just been received.
Well, is there really no other way, like beyond losing all of the people in the city?
I don't see the problem here.
None that
Maya,
I'm
this
aware
isn't your
of.
problem.
Oh, well, if it has to do with me, then it is a little bit. I'm also part.
We all know you're okay with killing. I'm not.
Yes.
That's why I'm asking.
Well, you might be. You haven't absorbed the part of you that has already given up. Why don't we find that one and get you back to full health?
Cade,
The bigger issue is, do we have to kill our families again?
You see Cade kind of tense up at that. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't found the me that's given up. I am the one that gave up.
Not fully.
You guys can't talk to each other.
Good point, sorry. To be fair, I thought we were still in the weird memory recap where we were all together.
No, you were brought out.
So
You're
the only way is to
continue, Val.
kill everyone. Correct? Because we are basically all of the people inside the city. Like, we were all like Franken monsters, basically. Frankenstein's monster, all of us, in a way.
That is correct.
So, would we have to kill each other's families or our own families? I mean, my family, it's different, but for others, it would be very traumatic.
Referring to the families that Aster has provided you with the last of his memories, it would be very useful if you did. That they were created with far more power than any individual copy of yourself.
I see. So, just a question. If Atlas's family was made with Atlas, just theoretically, does that mean he'd have to have our daddy?
I'll be right back.
Dagon would simply respond with, I am sorry. I'm not here to give you pleasantries. Just information.
We're not asking for pleasantries, we're asking for information.
The answer, I believe, is apparent.
Then I want to add more to our previous deal.
want a separate contact, I may be able to provide.
He's gonna type it out.
Okay. That said, that is a statement to everybody.
Isaac was gone. Did anyone ask if there's a way to find our others? Or are we just gonna have to mindlessly slaughter civilians until it works?
Well, we know that our families that Atlas just gave us back contain a ton of those fragments.
Master, not Atlas.
Sorry.
As for,
Oh my god, I got up and my leg hurt. Fuck, I had to check on the kid.
as for who contains the fragments, your digivices should be able to lead you to them.
You mean my Digivice will tell me who I must murder?
That's correct.
What if I just start randomly murdering people? Would that help everybody, technically?
No.
If we were close by.
If they were close by, or what if I stole the fragment? Could I absorb the fragment into my Digivice to give them later?
No.
See, that's no fun. But I'm gonna become a murderer anyways.
Do we
Will you-
really need the fragments?
Yes.
Do we have to kill them, or is there some way to bring them into us?
Murder is necessary for... Well, it was explained that murder is necessary for the process.
I'm fine with murder.
Wait, but we know that's not right.
Because Myotismon did something different. Supposedly, right?
My Otismon's not cool enough. That's the thing.
What? My Osman shoved corruption into them, right?
You don't know what Myotismon did. He did.
Also,
he
that
did something.
resonance, that resonance in the school building with Tithium. All of the copies were absorbed into
Isaac.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
happened to Revy too.
This all happened out. Are you saying this to Dagon?
Fuck it, we may as well put all our cards on the table at this point.
Yeah, say it to Daddy Dagon.
Also, Val, are you still... Oh, okay. But, continue, Cade.
You know, I would ask Dagon for an explanation on that, because it seems like you're pushing us towards the murder option when we've seen that it doesn't require murder.
I like this option.
While I did not explicitly view what happened with which you're speaking, I'm not certain that Myotismon didn't kill these people before returning them to their proper forms. After they've been returned to their proper forms, it's a simple matter of purifying them to absorb them. But, as I didn't witness it, I can't speak to the process Myotismon used to turn them back to how they once were.
Either way, we lose everything, huh?
It's not like I can go around murdering family because Lumi's family is my family. So I guess we'll have to talk that out. No, you're not.
Interesting. Was there any other questions?
He glares at the Morphomon.
You know, I asked you before if coexistence was possible.
Yes. I still believe it is with work.
There's one thing I need to know. Is there a shot that we make it through this without losing everyone in the city?
Honestly, given what happened with the Viamon recently, the shot that you make it through this while losing everyone in the city is less than hopeful.
You're talking around the question, though. I'm not asking you if it's likely. I'm asking you if it's possible.
While I am not one to speak in definites, if you want my opinion, then the answer is no. And my opinion obviously holds many years of information. Many more than your human lifetime.
Well then.
Isaac will raise his hand. I've got a few thousand lifetimes in my head. Does that count?
They will coalesce. There's a reason
That's
why.
not the damn point.
There's a reason why your power is a bit stronger than your friends at the moment.
Yeah, the God Fragment, 1,000 lives. That resonance thing. Vampire man, did he fuck me? Did I get fucked by a vampire?
I mean, not on the live stream, because that would be against terms of service.
We've been demonetized like 85 times already.
Actually.
All I say is perfectly fine.
But, now then, are there any individual contracts that you all wish to make?
That we're gonna make turns out to just be our goal. I guess for clarity's sake, you had mentioned that the Apollomon had at some point fused with my partner. I'm assuming by gathering all my other whatevers, I will complete the Apollomon fragment as well, or are those going to be separate?
Yes, once all of the fragments have been gathered, your form should be complete.
Okay. Got it.
Do those of us that aren't the original 5 need to die to become complete?
In theory, I would have said that it was useful, much like your families, given that it took a large amount of Aster's power to make you. However, it seems you've surpassed your original goal, and through the death of those in the city, you too might be able to acquire the power to fight for this world's salvation.
There's power built our families, and we killed him. Does he get his power back? Well, I'd rather we don't kill them, but erase them, whatever. Yeah.
If we've already surpassed expectations, then I'm inclined to believe we can keep doing that.
I would like to believe so as well. However, the deities of this world seem to disagree.
Can we
Humans
make
rallying
skills
against
to affect?
humans
Maybe go
rallying
first.
against the god. It's a story as old as time.
And what were you?
Mama, we've come to bargain.
What were you saying, Tithian?
Can we make deals to affect other people?
Possibly.
Tithian's fighting the urge to do something dumb.
Depends on the deal and consequences of that deal.
You know, that does raise a question. Dagon, for a god whose power is beyond all humans, and I mean that most sincerely, surely if you wanted to, you could help us keep the city alive, even if we absorb the fragments, right? That sounds trifling, frankly.
If your wish is for me to create facsimiles of those you care about and others, then I could probably do so.
I'm asking if you can take their memories and put them in new bodies, and thus free up the fragments, and then nobody has to die.
As I cannot undo what has been done to them myself, I cannot prevent them from dying before being purified. However, once they have been, I can create clones of the originals. Ones that are good enough for all of you.
You're not exactly filling me with confidence, you know. I was told you made irresistible deals.
The contracts I sought have already been agreed to. However, you're asking
I will be DMing you, Esther.
I apologize. In the case of not killing those in the city, it is simply out of my hands.
A human's hands created that damn city, and you're saying a god can't do anything about it?
You seem to misunderstand what a god is in this world. Much like the creature I merged with, I have special permissions and access. Special abilities, if you will. My power is pretty great. However, my permissions are not infinite in nature. If anything, I'd say that, as far as that goes, a lot of you have more permissions than I do.
Already?
However, your power is severely lacking.
Well, we've been told that before, haven't we?
If power was all it took, then those twins would not have had to have hide away in the bodies of some of you.
I've never been told once, Cade, that my power is severely lacking. This is the first for me.
It's like a 13th for the stream group.
Forgot I have to press to talk. So our options right now are we die or everyone dies, or they die or everyone dies, right?
I mean, there is the secret third option, but...
Your
That involves becoming friends with my Otismon.
your options right now seemingly are kill everyone or let everyone, including yourselves and this world, die.
Pause. Kill everyone that contains a fragment.
That is everyone. That's the problem.
Well, hold on. That is everyone except for Lilium.
I'll kill her for free any day. Sorry, Gumdrop. But...
Dagon, can we make a deal that I want to affect Cade's memories?
Carry on.
I want Cade to see everyone other than William in that city as an enemy.
He's into a Maya.
I'm so sorry.
So,
Here I thought I was the one planning a grand betrayal. And here I am the fool.
Dagon will respond to you and someone else and let you know. I shall agree to this deal, but only under the pretense that those around you know that you've struck this deal. Strike a deal on your behalf as well.
So we're just gonna play a link and stab each other until someone decides to keep stabbing.
That's fine. I'm doing this for his own well-being, so he can live.
Cade, you will become privy to everything Tithian has just said. And to that other person, Dagon's response applies to you as well. Cade?
I'm thinking.
Man, Cade's never been this silent around me. I think I really ticked him off.
You just condemned him.
As a player, I respect how incredibly fucked up this is as a story twist.
He's only doing it because he loves you.
That said, I know I'm speaking to some of you privately, but is there anyone else that would like to state their deals or secretly...
I've already said mine.
Well, you don't get the box. He already declined that one.
I don't want that one. I want the other ones. I don't care about the box. I can kill people even if they try to stop me.
You know, my gun would come in handy right now.
The urge to try to manipulate Maya to be less bloodthirsty.
All right. So, we have a deal.
I do have a question though.
Yes.
Does the deal have to be now, or can we reserve it for later?
The deal has to be made now, while you're in the presence of Dagon.
That's gonna be.
And unless, I suppose there's a loophole, but that's something to be thought about. We have another deal being made. well, I'm not sure if this is exactly as intended. By word choice, Valentine wishes to save you all from the traumas of killing your families.
I've already done it. It doesn't matter. Your deal means nothing.
So,
There's
now,
6 more of us.
now that you're all aware of that, you are all given the option to have a counter deal on Valentine. And Cade can have a counter deal on Tithian as well. But, and also, I do just want to say, because it's happened twice now, your deals do not have to target the other players.
So my counter deal wouldn't have to directly involve Tithian, right?
Well,
Am I hearing you right, or am I misunderstanding?
in a sense, your counter deal likely won't be able to void Dagon's contract with Tithian, as contracts are very important. However, you can come up with what you come up with.
Okay.
Could Cade theoretically... You go.
Because right now the deal is currently that Cade will see everyone on School Island as an enemy.
Make it easier for him to slaughter the infidels.
Isn't that
I want to
kind
be clear, I don't want this to be
bad?
like he has to kill everyone on School Island, but I want it to be to where he doesn't feel bad about killing them.
No, the contract's already been made.
Okay, well,
You worded it this way. Now we both have to live with the consequences. Again, out of character, I am not holding a grudge over this. This is great storytelling. I just want to stress that. I just want to stress that because it might seem like I'm very angry, and that's because I'm in Cade's headspace right now.
no, I know why you're very angry. I know it's not you, the player, being angry, but...
I know, I just wanted to clarify it in case it wasn't clear.
Well, I mean, at this point, we have to either negate the deal or be with Cade at all times, because if he kills our fragments while we're not there...
I wish there was a command word so that we could, like, turn this on and off.
I mean, if we remove him from School Island, but...
Nah, I like the command word idea.
It'd be wild if
Dagon,
Cade set
I think it would be
to-
highly funny if you allowed it to be a command word instead of just always. Because if it's always, it would just become like a cliche or something. But if it's a command word, we could make it something that a random person that walks up and says it to them, and then they just die.
Good morning.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Cade, it'd be really funny if you set it up to where as long as you're within a certain radius of Tithian, you were murderous,
Like,
and then we had to be separated.
I mean, you're getting dangerously close to where my head's at with this.
I mean, at this point, you're still sound of mind, Cade. It's up to you to protect your own brain.
It's almost like I've GM'd for you for 3 to 4 years now.
I know, right? Well, I can't undo the deal. Can I alter? Is there a way I can alter the terms slightly?
Layer a new deal over top of it that invalidates it.
Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Aster, I'm gonna ask this, and I bet you're gonna say no, but I have to ask because this is like...
Mm-hmm. It's wild. I didn't expect deals targeting players, but go on.
Can I peer review Tithian's deal? Ah, shit, it doesn't last more than a day. That wouldn't help.
Unless we got
Anyway.
Yeah, no, like on the face of it, that sounded like a good idea. Okay, that leaves me with plan A. So, is it possible for me to negotiate?
Possible.
Fuck, this is difficult. Like, bravo, but this is difficult.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What really sucks is if I'd known about Valentine's deal, I wouldn't have done anything.
I know, right? Order of operations is fucking all of us.
Well, not that you guys can necessarily talk to each other, so fine.
Yeah, but we know what the deals other people are making are,
True.
to some extent. Okay. All I need is a promise from you, Dagon, on this. After everyone except Lilium and Asta on Straw Island are dead, do your best job at putting the pieces back together. Hell, when this is over, you can scrap me for parts if that's what it takes.
Oh no, offering yourself means little. Speaking directly to you, he'll say, I will do my best to restore that which you seek. And in exchange, I can take anything from you.
Deal.
He's gonna take me.
And, well, you said I'll just respond in DMs for that one deal that doesn't necessarily include anyone.
Do we need to make our Digimon's deals now?
If you want them to have deals. I might allow off-screen deals, however, it'll be less likely. And probably not as kind to all of you.
Digimon jumps up and says, I need to be more powerful. Make me stronger.
I just realized something. Is Kate going to remember that Tithian made a deal that changed how he views people?
Possibly.
I believe
Like,
he would, from what we've said.
Even if it doesn't change the outcome, I'm just curious.
Well, my deal wasn't to remove the memories of you knowing about the deal, so I mean, I would assume so.
Oh no, I was just curious.
In theory, Cade would remember. Now then, is there anyone else who would like to make deal? Well,
Is Shushumon getting ignored?
What did Shushuman say? I was probably reading when you said it.
More
Digimon wants
power.
more power.
Shushuman wants more power?
Yeah. They want the ability to protect Tithian and the others.
That power will come soon enough. But as far as the contract goes, yes. Dagon will speak specifically to Shushuman. I may grant you power, and the deal will be simple. The weight of the existence on the heart of all of you partners will be heavy should it be lost to your partners.
Can you say that one more time? I'm a little confused.
The anguish that your human partners will feel for all for Digimon, all of you Digimon, will be extremely heavy should any of you be lost.
So, is this like an all or nothing thing then? Like all of us have to agree to it?
This is a deal that would affect everybody, that everybody would be aware of Shushuman making.
Why do you keep doing this to me? I don't want to hurt others.
I mean, in
Because
theory,
he's not up to fair.
just saying, in theory, this only matters if the digital partners are lost.
Would Shushumon be smart enough to realize that the digital partners can be lost and us still win?
Is Shushuman smart enough to what? Smart enough to...
I'm trying to think. To like process that there is a world where the partners don't make it, but the world does.
Yes. Yes, Shushuman can see a world in which that happens. In fact, I think all of the partners right now could see a world in which that happens.
Also, I feel dumb. This would be Shumon, not Shushumon. I just forgot which levels were what.
Hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna fuck everyone over on that, so I will not accept that deal.
Okay. In response to one of you, he will specifically say, "That is not a deal I can make, for trauma and phobias are powerful tools in the world, as you've probably surmised. It is one that I might consider should salvation be brought to this world, but until then, for the betterment of the digital world." we should hold off.
You all are making me feel bad. I'm the only one who's not texting Aster and being all secretive about the deals.
Honestly, I
He's
think it
more or
makes for
less
better TV.
outed half of us.
I think it makes for better
draw the
TV
dots.
if it's public, because it's not like we're gonna metagame that information anyway.
Well, a few of them being secretive and Dagon simply giving cryptic replies isn't necessarily a bad
It's
thing.
also great TV.
Yes. As long as there's a healthy combination.
I just messaged mine because I didn't want to take up too much screen time.
Hey, you messaged me?
I already said mine.
Yeah.
So I'm just here.
Well, I'll stop reading for a moment and think on Maya's specific.
He's having to think hard, and he's not even hard right now.
I keep forgetting that my arm's a Numemon.
Don't forget, I already killed my family, so all you would be doing is bringing back Eosmon as well, and Baumon, and wiping memories.
Hmm? In exchange, you are not to kill a single person.
Nah, I'm good. They're already dead.
Murder.
I can deal with it.
Very well.
Your deal is just not good enough. Have you ever thought about that? The best deal you could have made with me would have been a deal where I would have ended up having to kill one of them, so I would have had to dealt with the pain of it, only to bring them back to life and make me forced to deal with them at all points of time. The worst part of your vocal deal of me not getting back to Digimon is that I have to deal with Savior Huckmon, and at that point it has no meaning to me. I've already dealt with this trauma of what I've done, and I've already killed the ones that I thought I wanted to kill. The only issue that I'm having at the moment and want is to have them back. And at this point, I can just pretend that I'm fine. I've done it this long.
Wait. Hold on. While Maya was ranting, it seems my Discord decided to kill my audio. I have a feeling.
Dagon just mutes Maya.
There we go. There we go. I think it's because my phone connected to it. Anyway.
I think it's because Dagon was fed up with Maya's ranting.
Dagon just found out that someone's actually intellectually inclined to not give a fuck. They've only wanted something, and to be honest, the deal that he tried to give is just absolutely abhorrent because he already wants us to kill someone. Now he's going against his own logic, so now he's just contradicting the stuff he's already said. So at this point, it's just no point of doing anything that he said, and it's just a sitting in literally the thought process of, do I give a fuck about any of it? You contradicted yourself with your own contract. You want us to kill people to retract our fragments, yet you just told me not to kill anybody, so it's literally a contradiction of your own contracts, meaning you would void one just to fix the other. Your fallacies are illogical.
Now listen here, iRobot.
I'm sorry that my intelligence stat is one of my highest, and my persuasion stats and everything to lead me to allow this. A better contract would have been that I was stuck and wouldn't be able to gain any more, or if I used my corruption powers, the Digimon would cease to exist once again. A real punishment would have been so different. A reliance on what corruption was would have been the problem. As I am stating this to, like, Dagomon, you just see me, like, lift up my non-existent glasses and say, it seems like you just don't know how to make an actual deal.
I mean, depends. Did Dagon say don't kill anyone or don't kill anyone else? If you're just killing yourself, you're not killing anyone else.
He said don't kill anyone.
So, speaking to one of you on the contract you wish to make. Well, I suppose I can agree to that under the terms. Those involved in the contract are aware of it, and their safety comes first. So,
I don't know who he's talking to.
Isaac and Val, you would be aware of the fact that Elise made a contract to protect you guys from Dagon in the event that anything life-threatening is ever happening to you guys, as well as herself.
What exactly does that mean? Do our contracts get canceled if someone tries to kill us?
I did understand that correctly, right? That you wanted you three specifically to have protection from him.
Not even caring about the rest of us. What about Kate? I thought you two were buddies.
Oh, the older sister. Unfortunately, Elise cannot be a part of this contract. Not that I specifically do anything to her. However, her time in this world is short. Should you wish to save it. I suppose with it approaching midnight, I should ask, is there any pressing contract that any of you would still like to make? We can discuss smaller ones off screen.
I mean, you still haven't read mine. There's an argument that they're both incredibly minor and both incredibly pressing.
And you kind of just ignored my whole thing, so, you know, great deal making.
Oh, you didn't agree to the contract, and then you ranted at him.
No, you said negotiations, and I told a negotiation process. There were so many different choices you could have made. Instead, you contradicted yourself and made an impossibility for our other contracts you've made with me. So literally, you've
Noah,
made
with
a
negotiation
standstill.
skills like that, you would do great in government.
I know, right? Like,
That
you
that
made
is
a
not
standstill.
that is not the compliment you think it is.
Shut up, Cade.
So,
You're
Isaac,
British. You
can
don't
you
understand that.
reply to the part where you asked for something, because this is a long chat where I wasn't looking.
There's the part where you can just open your Facebook.
Oh, okay. God, you guys have me.
I told you I was going to DM you, and I never use your Discord.
Fair enough.
Fuck is the last time I sent you a message on Discord?
Ba, 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 ba.
If foregoing the first one helps the second one, that's fine. I was kind of just dumping thoughts as the conversation kept dragging.
So, responding to you, Isaac. Unfortunately, both of your requests are possible. Not simply because they are outside the scope of my power, but because they are no longer around.
That's a kind of important piece of information, Mr. Godman.
No one asked.
Ah. Why'd you do that? Okay, since we're just gonna do this on screen because it's pretty dramatic as fuck. This is a contract between the fuck's ain't here. This is between Isaac and Dagon. We shut the others out.
All right.
So if Yggdrasil doesn't exist anymore, what does it take to create a being that sustains the world?
Well, there was one. It was quite problematic. They came about with the fall. This led to a rebellion from some of the world's greatest administrators. However, most fell in line. What you see before you is the fallout of all of that over the last 3 decades.
All right. So it didn't go well for the second guy, but what does it take to do it?
Well, Lilium herself was seeking to install Aster as the centerpiece of this world. After all, she believed that he was made to be that piece. Not that that's exactly true, but it wouldn't harmful.
All right. So say we remove all of the threats and imbalances. This world still needs an administrator, right? How do I do that?
Well, I would have said that Lilium would have answers for you, but Dagon would chuckle for a moment. Perhaps Aster can help.
Brain dead monkey?
He does not maintain his memories, but he is still an extremely intelligent AI program.
Mm-hmm. That probably works in my favor then. If he had his memories, he wouldn't let me do it. Okay. Well, how do I make a contract out of this if that's even necessary? We traded a lot of information.
He sure did, because none of those contracts were possible. Atlas, you've been quiet this entire time. Is there a contract you would like to make?
Not entirely. I mean, Atlas doesn't have much to give or ask for.
Well, in terms of giving, Atlas has quite a lot, but as for asking for, fair enough.
It's like he's just sitting there, just
Taking in everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well then, I will allow this meeting to continue off screen. However, once it is over, Dagon will thrust you all back to the beaches of School Island.
Oh shit. He's gonna go full aggro
No,
as soon
I
as we
want to go.
spawn.
I want to go back to the boat. I want to go back to the boat.
You're not gonna steal his sword.
I want to. I want to be the captain. I'm the captain.
Maya doesn't want to steal the sword. Maya wants to loot the sword. It's different.
Well, things can be worked out with you being captain. Possibly.
You didn't even give me the other thing I asked for.
Isaac didn't get anything but a bit of information. It's gonna piss off
I
the
didn't
rest
even
of
get
Israel.
anything but a
Everything.
shitty fucking trade deal. Like, this is the worst history. Like, this is the worst trade deal in the history of fucking trade deals.
It can be
All I got was
discussed
this
off
shirt.
screen. But for now, that'll be the end of the session. Until next time.